Merry Christmas and season's greetings to everyone. I hope you had a good Christmas. Welcome back, back to the shed. The slightly remodelled Bacco foil roast chicken space age kind of a vibe I'm going for in here. Because it's been the Christmas period, things have sort of slowed down a little bit. Also, I haven't been able to order parts because you've got to get presents and the delivery times, but we've moved on from that now. In the downtime, as you can see, I did have a little bit of a rearrange in here just to give myself a bit more space and have a good tidy up. Just really twiddling my thumbs for something to do, but we're back on track again now. It's Monday today, and yesterday I've set my orders in with Wamoto for wheel bearings, front and rear, a oil seal for the rear sprocket carrier bearing, those engine bolts, I ordered a few of those. I've plumped for a set of YSS shorter shocks for this. I know I was humming and hawing about the Hagons. I gave it a bit more thought over Christmas, but I'm not convinced by the way that... I don't think I want the bike to be kind of quite a high up bike. I want it to be that kind of bratty lower bike, so I don't want to raise the riding height. And I think it's going to be like, it's about 3 centimetres longer, the Hagon shocks. And then of course there's the kind of cuts and mods I'd have to do to the frame. So all in all, I can probably sell the Hagons for more money than I've spent on the YSS shocks. They're about 60 quid, I think. So the Hagons and the clip-ons and the rear sets are all back on eBay again, and hopefully we can generate a bit more cash towards the project. Sorry, I digress. So yeah, shocks, wheel bearings, oil seals, engine bolts. What else I ordered? And from M&P I've ordered, they did the cheapest chain and sprocket kit, a DID chain and sprocket kit. So all that's ordered. When it will actually arrive, I'm not too sure. As I say, it's Monday today. We got what, New Year's Day, sort of end of the week, isn't it? Thursday, Friday or something. So I'm not holding my breath too much to be getting them this week. So it might be another week or so before I get them. But yeah, so with that in mind, with a bit of a delay there, I wanted to put up a little video, say hello to you all, and just get on with two sort of minor things today really that have niggled me. I've started taking some of the screws out for the cover. As you remember, I wasn't happy with the way I got the folds on the back of the seat cover there, so I'm going to redo that. And I was at the paint shop yesterday and got some sealant, well, black gutter sealant, exterior sealant. And the reason I've got that is because I want to fill in some bits on the swing arm, which sounds a bit bizarre, but I'll take the camera over and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Okay, so here we are at the back end of the bike. We are looking at, well, if we were the rear wheel axle, this is where we would be, near enough. So yeah, what am I on about filling the swing arm? Well, on the swing arm, I've got basically this metal kind of bracing plate here, and it's just welded here and kind of folded and welded here, and you've got these big old holes on the side here where it's not sort of filled in, and these have a tendency to rot out because basically the water and all the road crap goes straight in there and it's got nowhere to go. And I did drill a little drain hole in there before I got it powder coated, mainly because there was also rust in there. Not an awful lot, but enough that it was rattling when I first stripped the bike down. So in order to get it all out, I had to drill a hole in there and clean it all out. I don't think that will have affected the structure of it too much, if at all, so I'm not too fussed about that. But what I don't want to do is really, there's no real point in having all this in there where water can get in there. So I'm just going to fill it up with a little bit of the sealant and then just touch over it with the black hammerite. You're not going to see it once everything's on the bike anyway, it's all kind of quite hidden. And there's also inside here and here, there's little gaps here where these plates are welded onto the end of the swing arm, where water and crap can get into. I also just want to fill those up. Nice little neat job, bit of black sealant in there. You won't, like I say, you won't notice it, and that should stop any water being in and trapped and held inside the swing arm. So that's that job for now. I'll crack on. Right, so there we go. Filled and smoothed out. So nice and neat, not really that obvious, but just one of those little things. So I'm just gonna, it's still pretty cold in here despite the foil wrapping. So it's gonna take a while for this to go off, because that whole cavity is pretty much filled with sealant now. And then we can see in there, same in there. So when that's fully dried off, I'll just touch in those bits with a bit of the satin black hammerite, which is, like we said, pretty much a spot on match for the frame and the swing arm paint, and job's a good one. So while that's going, I'm now going to have a wander up to home base, will probably be open now, and get some more screws, because I think I'm going to need a few more for that seat pan, just to get it neatly folded up. And yeah, little walk up there should warm me up a little bit. Still cold. Might see how much space heaters are, but yeah, right. So I'll turn off now, go for a wander, and have a look at the old seat pan. Okay, so it's been about 45 minutes to an hour now that I've been playing with the seat pan. I'm getting very cold and tired now. I still need to get a space heater in here, even with the foil. I need to generate some heat in here. Yeah, the seat pan it's a tough one. It's looking better than it did. It's almost symmetrical. It's not completely finished, because it's trying to stretch that cover, drill the pilot holes in for the into the fiberglass, which is, I forgot how tough it is. And then get some self-tapping screws and some big washers, and then whilst you're holding all that, try and screw down to hold it all in place. You kind of need about 5 hands for it, but I'll get it done. It's getting there. It's looking a bit more even, but I'm still not happy with all these pleats. They can be neater and tighter. So yeah, I've got to try and get that sorted out a bit more, but another day. But I just wanted to really, yeah, it's a short little video really, but I wanted to just do a little hello, you know, wish you all, hope you've all had a Merry Christmas, and wish you all a Happy New Year. Let's just put you down a sec. And yeah, just say it's going to be probably about a week at the least, I reckon, until the other bits come in. But the next phase is to get it into sort of like a rolling chassis, you know, and that's where I'm directing stuff towards now. So wheel bearings, chain and sprockets, the rear shocks, get all that mounted up, and then inner tubes and tyres, get the tyres decided on and mounted. Hopefully stuff will sell on eBay, so I've got some money to put into tyres, because I haven't. That's the only part of getting some wheels on and dropping it off the stand and having something I can roll around. We're only tyres away, really. So so that's where I want to be next. And it's, yeah, a bit resting on the tyres, because I can't mount anything else up, or there is no point in mounting everything else up and buttoning it all up until I've got the tyres on, because all the wheels would have to come off anyway. So that's where we're going to go next, because when the wheels are on, we can drop it down, we can have a look at it, see how it's sitting. Hopefully my decision on the shock length will have been right, and it's going to sit nicely. And then we're really on to just putting the lights on, the speedo, wiring it all up, exhaust, probably fiddling with the carb to get it running right, and then there. So I mean, there's still a few hours of work, but it's getting ever so closer. But yeah, that's it really. So yeah, sorry to keep you waiting for a little bit longer, but hopefully the next one should be pretty interesting. And take care, Happy New Year, rock and roll.